just heading away from the southwest coast path, leaving the sea for the last time for a week. We're just over 10 miles in. And we've also heard a song sung by a choir, which we'll hear again in a week.
Thanks everyone. See you in darkness.
Tomorrow evening we'll be doing a show from our tent before running on Tuesday, the first serious leg of running. We've got 20 miles to do, so that should wake us up.
Stepping coast to coast reveals the hidden everything, and this as the goal. Selfish sharing secrets, and they all come back to this. Connect us all in harmony, show us what we live. Try to find a clearer view. Running away, we're running to these hills are ours. Let's touch to borrow these hills are ours. Let's touch to share, to tell a story that we were there. These hills are ours. These hills are ours to share.
Yes, it's so lovely after a year and a quarter to be given permission to do our jobs. It's been quite moving this week. And we've guaranteed lovely weather today by having a relatively short run from our last show. Today, 12 miles, lovely weather. Tomorrow, 20 miles, filth. So I think you'll all be grateful when we leave Devon and take the northern weather back home with us. This isn't part of the show, I'm just rambling on. Boff, do you want to make a start?
I will do. I love how Dan's kind of said, you know, it's great that it's been a year since everyone's been able to come out and do this, and you just piling pressure on us to actually be really good. People go away from this thinking, oh right, yeah, a year wasn't long enough. Here we go. So you run the... I'll start again. So you run the years along, between the unknown and the known. From the armchair to the trick point, to measure how much you've grown. I never played it as a pop star, I never piloted a plane, but I can run to the horizon and back again, beyond the edges of the map.
Thank you very much.
Where the world begins to share.
Safe journey back.
Where friends and enemies, we're not as far apart as you think. I never trained as a soldier.
When we get up to it just before, it's from I got in the van at Western Head, isn't it? I was surprised by Boff's level of concern.
Yeah.
Of course I'm alright. I was never lost, exactly. Yeah, sometimes I wasn't sure exactly where I was on the map. But I was always sure, at least, of how to get back to a place where I was sure. There's too many sures, that's what's wrong with that, isn't it? I'll have a word with that bit. But several times, and I'd always known there'd be challenges. If I was no longer exactly rising to those challenges, I was at least enjoying the sense, I was no longer exactly enjoying those challenges, I was at least enjoying the sense that I was just about rising to them.
Shouldn't you have asked me what?
But 2 or 3 times, Bob said to me, that you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I've dragged that bit out of it, like getting the lines in the wrong order.
Yeah.
I won't do that tonight. Much. And 2 or 3 times, Bob said to me,
Are you sure you want to carry on?
I got a bit paranoid. Did I really look that bad?
You didn't look that bad, but I think it was more about my worsening relationship with a little digital dot.
Is this what I did want to carry on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, do you usually say a bit more at that point? Yeah, you
No.
do. Right, okay. No, I did want to carry on. And it can't get any worse than that last section. Can it?
We decided to do these runs as far as possible by public footpaths, rights of way, bridleways, canal towpaths, where necessary, back alleys. It's a tribute to the kinder trespassers and to Tom Stevenson and to the freedoms they won us. This show is dedicated to them. Without what they did, most of the hills we're going to talk about going up tonight, or mountains, or moorland plateau, most of them would have been inaccessible to us.
There's a timeline in the Pennines, and it's scribbled in the mud. It's the path of most resistance, with a history stamped in studs. You can keep your falling highways, you can keep your ivory towers, you can keep your squares and statues, but these hills are ours, these hills are ours. We have a born right to roam, these hills are ours, from boundary stone to boundary stone. When we're up on the horizon, well, it feels like coming home. These hills are ours, these hills are ours. Wipe the muck from your shoes as you take the witness stand, for there are boundaries in the courtroom, just like the boundaries on the land. When the clag comes down on Bleaklow, what use your privilege and power? We'll mow the lawns of your estates, but these hills are ours, these hills are ours. We have a born right to roam, these hills are ours, from boundary stone to boundary stone. When we're up on the horizon, well, it feels like coming home. These hills are ours, these hills are ours, these hills are ours.
The next leg. Look at 2 legs. She sees the second match, you see? And then you can just over and
Down in the town, they're drowning in brands. delivery vans and Pepsi cans, key commands and fast food stands. Up on the hills, a red kite learns to fly, and a fir tree on its tiptoes is reaching for the sky. Away from the sirens and the supermarket queue, where no one tries to sell you something new.
Yeah, we're going to come to a road in a sec.
Scrambling up, tumbling down, the whole wide world around. That's where I'll be found, out in the back of beyond.
Well, that was the national bit so far.
Yeah.
Out in the back of
I
beyond.
think we're going to go...
There's
no,
a
we'll go straight
trail
on.
where your feet meet the primeval ooze, where the universe is sticking to the soles of your shoes, and your choice of a ringtone, it doesn't mean a thing. You can feel like a king where the blackbirds sing. Away from the sirens,
It's a bit boggy.
and the supermarket queues, where no one tries to sell you something.
Again,
Scrambling up,
not an incredibly well used
tumbling down,
footpath.
the whole wide world around. That's where I'll be found, out in the back of beyond. Out in the back of beyond. Out in the back of beyond.
Will it give us 2 sticks? Yeah. Wait, no, I can't really break. Yeah, I mean, it's not sure what's spot. They're completely identical. Oh yeah, they are. Right, okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm winning. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, yeah. Miles of it, there's mine. Miles of it. Where's yours? Oh, yeah, barely. Right, where are we going? Up and then there's a left turn. Jolly good. Great acting.
Oh, yes.
Oh, phew. There we go. How far then?
23.38 miles. At an average pace of 16 minutes.
No, that's enough. I just said How are your legs then?
It's, well, I'm glad to sit down,
Yeah.
shall we say.
Yeah.
I feel alright, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, my feet are not going to be pleasant.
Oh, cheers.
You can sit further away.
The
if you
problem
want.
was that massive rainstorm at the beginning meant that our feet were wet straight from the day off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite filthy.
You
Well,
sure you should be taking them off here?
Well, I mean, I'm sure a footballer has taken their shoes off here before.
think there's a septic bath somewhere you can get rid of them in.
They're not that bad. Although this tape, the tape that I came off, that I took off, is kind of stuck to my foot.
I'm not looking.
I'm going to start with an old joke. How do you know when someone's run a marathon? They tell you. I cannot believe that the runners present didn't already know that joke.
I mean, yeah. No, it's all right. It's just a little.
Well, that was
It's
nice.
just a little blister.
That was fun.
Yeah, there was. I liked the bit after that first road section. Possibly apart from the bit where we had an encounter with a lot of cows.
Bulls. Young
That's
bulls.
true.
Yeah. 20 young bulls in a field.
We really enjoy kind of coming and doing this show because we both have this intense love of running and running out in the wilds, in the open countryside. But we have different approaches to running. So Dan basically thinks that he kind of measures his friendships with people on what kind of times they've done for certain races.
I don't judge people as individual humans on the basis
Don't
of
argue.
Like my wife hasn't got a great 10k time, but I still love her.
Open blue above us, tangled green below, stiles and painted arrows that point which way to go. Mountains in the distance, tractors in the yard, they haven't moved for years, still standing guard. Over meadow, cross the lane, hear the bird song in the breeze. Look, we've got visitors, they whisper to the trees. Broken fence and spreading hedgerow, nature's daily rhymes. 1,000 gates and puddles to map the passing time. Passing time, passing time. Meadow sweet and primrose, rusty signs and tires, long abandoned buildings, cattle grid and wire. And every day is different to the day we had before. Every step is nearer to the place we're aiming for. Over meadow, cross the lane, hear the bird song in the breeze. Look, we've got visitors, they whisper to the trees. Broken fence, spreading hedgerow, nature's daily rhyme. 1,000 gates and puddles to map the passing time. Passing time, passing time, passing time, passing time. It's locked.
There we go.
Your first instinct is to look at your watch, isn't it?
Well, to stop it.
Ah.
Otherwise, we'll get recorded a slower pace than we've actually gone. How are your legs?
Tired.
Yeah?
Yeah. Aching a bit.
I'm having me dinner.
And there you go. There's Master Pete. He'll be throwing the stick for you.
Did you go through your songs on the road?
Yeah, I've kind of changed the line in something.
Already?
Do you realise I didn't do the Blackbird bit? There was just
Well, you didn't do very much of that
there's
song.
no way I could have actually done it.
I just thought my fingers won't do that.
All right. Was that the song where you just making stuff up, weren't you?
Yeah, I was, yeah. Yeah, there's one line I
Completely
completely
adult.
made it up. Yeah.
You're completely adult.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I was saying. I think the dishwasher is completely out of context. That's a kind of from an earlier version of that song.
Right. What are you going to say instead?
I think you should say, wake up, pip, pip, same routine, smartphone, Fitbit, laptop screen,
Okay.
tell me where I'm going, tell me where I've been, Alexa, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And then second time,
Oh yeah, very
wake
good.
up, pip, pip, same routine, digital tracker on the smartphone screen, and then still tell me where I'm going, tell me where I've been.
If you
It's
get
all
through
about-
that song without saying dishwasher tonight, I'll give you a £5.
Laptop screen. Tell me where I'm going. Tell me where I've been. Alexa, tell me, what does it mean when I find myself talking to a bloody machine? Try to beat the noughts and ones, kick them all off and run out of the door, and you've already won. Beat the noughts and ones, beat the noughts and ones, beat the noughts and ones. Wake up, pip, pip, same routine. Digital dot on a smartphone screen. Tell me where I'm going, tell me where I've been. Alexa, tell me,
Join back up with the main
when
one.
I'm tracking myself on a bloody machine. You try to beat the noughts and ones. You switch it all on and run out of the door, and you think you've won. Become the noughts and ones. Become the noughts and ones. Become the noughts and ones.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
In 1932, long before the city went digital, a group of walkers, a group of workers, wanted to escape the smog and industry of their urban environment, but they weren't allowed to. Most of the countryside was privately owned, and at that point there were hardly any rights of way for ordinary people. So one day, in April 1932, hundreds of them set out from Manchester, and hundreds more from Sheffield, bound for the top of Kinder Scout. Led by inspirational 5-foot-tall hiking enthusiast Benny Rothman, the people from Manchester got there first, where police and gamekeepers lay in wait for them. There was a pitched battle, but this is one of those rare stories where people power and protest absolutely come out on top. The protesters won the numbers game, and the authorities had to stand down. but Landed Authority still had a few ways of flexing its muscles. So when the Ramblers arrived back at the foot of Kinder Scout, 6 of them, including Benny Rothman, were arrested and sent to trial.
5 of the 6 that were arrested were sent to prison for up to 6 months, and the resulting outrage right across the country meant that another mass trespass was organised for several weeks after the end of the trial. And it was going to be held at a place called Winnets Pass, just south of Edale, just south of Kinder Scout. And whereas at Kinder Scout there'd been around about 400 people, at Winnets Pass there were 10,000.
The numbers game was irresistible now. The demand for access could no longer be ignored.
Shortly after this, a bloke called Tom Stevenson, a young bloke, decided that it would be really nice to set up and create Britain's first long-distance footpath, which was to be the Pennine Way. And he had this idea just in 1932, and it took 30 years from inception to opening the Pennine Way, fighting the bureaucracy from the government, from landowners, from the water boards, from all sorts of people, until it was finally opened in April 1965, and he opened it on the anniversary of the Kinder Scout mass trespass. And it's not insignificant that the start of the Pennine Way is in Edale at the foot of Kinder Scout, which is where all this goes back to. The original Kinder mass trespassers, people like Benny Rothman and then Tom Stevenson after him, basically they weren't just doing this because they wanted to go and get a little bit of access for themselves and they felt aggrieved at not being able to walk on the hills. They were doing it because they wanted to open up the land for all working people to have their right to go for walks in the hills.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of day on the hills, it's something we take for granted now, I think. The idea that it could ever have been forbidden seems sort of faintly absurd, but these are relatively recent victories, aren't they? They're easily reversed. And so one of the things that we were thinking as part of planning this was, well, if we don't use it, we might lose it.
40 miles in, the fun's wearing thin, stumbling from numbness to pain. I can't actually make the chord shapes because my hands are getting too cold. but I'm trying. 40 miles in, the fun's wearing thin, stumbling from numbness to pain. Burnt out and tired, unaware, uninspired, weary and washed out and drained. And I feel like my feet have been screwed on all wrong. There's a surly black dog who's been tagging along, and an out-of-tune choir, they're all singing this song. It goes, stop, in the name of God, stop. Oh, I'm too tired to ask myself why, and I just want to lay down and cry, and I think I might give up and die, but I won't, and I don't. Too tired to spit, this gel tastes like shit, and it's hard enough keeping it down. I've had more than enough, now I want to get off this not very merry-go-round. I ran with the angels, but now I cannot. My race about run, my willpower shot. I'll sign my surrender in spit and in snot. So stop, in the name of just stop. Oh, I'm too tired to ask myself why, 'cause I just want to sit down and cry, and I think I might lay down and die, but I won't, so I don't. I won't, and I don't. I won't, and I don't.
Chagford, 1.5. 1.5. Oh, oh.
I'm soaked. I got to a point, not on the first hill, but on the second kind of small rise, small tour,
Yeah.
where I thought, okay, it's actually gone through beyond the underpass, and it's now
That's before you put your
everywhere.
waterproof trousers on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'd kind of given up on the waterproof. I only put them on.
For warmth.
Yeah, for warmth. Well, that was great.
Yeah. What a day.
Yeah. Memorable.
There are too many layers to be able to take them off effectively.
I've got something. I just reach the top of somewhere. I shout, fuck you! Just in the way of kind of going, I'm here! You're wrong. Yeah, when I'm on my own.
Oh, I don't really want to take that off because it's just going to get cold, isn't it?
I've gone through the kind of delirium stage and now I'm a bit tired.
I'm glad it's pasta.
Well, these ones are in the shoes.
Yeah, these are, look at that. These are like new.
Dirty boots. Yeah, unlike running shoes, running shoes, football boots, you had to clean them after every game.
Do you?
Do you remember? Scraping all the stuff out of the
yeah.
studs and then
Yeah, you
polishing
should have
them.
got a butter knife.
Yeah. I couldn't turn up with all mud all over.
Why not?
I don't know. You just couldn't. Yeah,
Which
yeah, that's right, your mum's butter knife. You sneak it back in the drawer. Okay, I'm down to my last layer.
I wonder if there's a club physio.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5.
Sometimes people call me young man and then I make a reference like that and give it all away. Oh, there's that expectant hush again. I might just enjoy it. Shall we start? No, we're waiting for John. Oh, we're waiting for John.
Oh, I can hear him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's really quiet with my
Clap when
hearing.
he comes in.
Yeah, I think that would be really good.
Yeah.
Give him a huge ovation. Don't spring to your feet too fast or you'll spill your tea.
Yeah.
Or is it something stronger?
No, it's green tea.
Green tea, very good. Very good. You alright? You look like you were doing your sort of sprint intervals out there, John. Did the dog just escape? We've got a 2-dog show.
Oh.
Is Kayla there with you,
It's
Catherine?
boosting your audience.
We've got a 3-dog show.
I thought you were putting yourself down for a second. Where started that?
Yeah, it's like the Edinburgh Fringe, 8 people and 2 dogs. Oh, it takes me back to the beginning of my career. They say you played Chagford twice in your career, once on the way up, once on the way down. It's good to be back.
You really are delirious.
I've absolutely lost the plot, yeah. Yeah, the show's usually 85 minutes, but I think it'll be an hour and 3/4 tonight. Go on then, get started before I get carried away.
Right, should we start?
Yeah, go on.
Rolling boulders down a hill for a laugh and for a thrill. So what if someone might get killed? Lighting fires and stealing sweets, endless hours on the street, spent forever on your feet. Eat your dinner out the door, shout and laugh and shout some more, bicycle and ball, out until you call. Let us play, misbehave and disobey, and who cares anyway? Let us play, let us play, let us play, let the future run away. 'cause there's only today. Let us play. Middle-aged jogging joined the club. Park run was your gateway drug. Feeling healthy, looking good. Now it's off the path and through the trees. Jump the rivers, slide the squeeze. Muddy elbows, bloody knees. Eat your dinner out the door. Run and run and run some more. Over hills and far away. Grab your studs and play. Let us play, let us play. Misbehave and disobey. And who cares anyway? Let us play. Let us play, let us play. Let the future run away. 'Cause there's only today. Let us play. Let us play.
Nice up there. Sorry, Bevis, can I just jump in past you? I'm just going to sit and have a sandwich.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that was a great descent.
Running across Devon in May. That sounds beautiful. Everyone remembers last May. Beautiful weather. We thought, yeah, we'll have some of that. And it was a lovely day on Wednesday when we only had 10 miles along the valley. And then we got up onto the Dartmoor tops yesterday, running from Bondley to Chagford. I've rarely been so windswept. It's quite bracing for an hour or two. And then you're just wet.
Then for about 4 hours.
Yes. By hour 6, you're starting to think, are we sleeping? We're sleeping in the tent tonight? Great.
It got to we had about 2 hours on the tops yesterday though, where we couldn't actually talk.
I mean, this is a path, isn't it? But it's
so
not.
strong, so loud, and the rain
It's not our
whipping
path.
against your hood, and there's that kind of amplifier effect that you got under those circumstances. And we couldn't really eat or drink because you just couldn't really use our hands. So every so often you get up to a summit that's got a little bit of shelter in the lee of a. I mean, you sort of, it's come to something when you're trying to shelter behind a trig point in order to try and rip open a Mars bar with your teeth in order to do the next 6 miles.
Nevertheless, it was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake.
No.
Oh no. Cows. I'm not having that. This is where it continues.
Really?
It's a lot more fun than coming down the road, isn't it?
There's that thing, some of you will be familiar with the idea of type 1 fun and type 2 fun. Do people know about this? Type 1 fun is fun to do at the time and fun to talk about afterwards. Type 2 fun is no fun whatsoever at the time, but it's fun to talk about afterwards. I think we've had a couple of days of quite a lot of type 2 fun.
I don't know, I think I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was more fun today when we could drop off the tops, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of drop off, a little bit of valley running, and then get back up in this blister, get back in the washing machine. It's quite exhilarating for 40 minutes or so.
Mm.
But it does start to pall after a while.
Anyway, we won't be coming back. I'm joking.
Boff, this bridge is insufficient to carry weight beyond ordinary traffic. This bridge is insufficient to carry weight beyond ordinary traffic.
Oh yeah.
We've probably got to move on.
Yeah.
Persons in charge of locomotives.
I warned against attempting passage of the bridge.
Well, yeah, because there isn't a spat.
Yeah. Well, we've just gone round and round and round the same bridge.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Dropping that? Yeah. You know that?
Where are we staying? Here?
Yeah. Oh,
Here.
I'm straight down on the floor.
I know.
I need to rest this foot.
Quick, stop
Did
your
you
watch.
hear that?
You haven't actually stopped unless you stop your watch.
No, I was distracted. Listen,
It's a cuckoo.
shut up now.
No, I can hear it. It's up that lane.
Well, that was nice. Considering I sat down after breakfast this morning, and then when it was time to stand up,
Yeah.
my body said to me, "Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do
You were
that."
still quite weary this morning, weren't
Very, very weary. I feel better now than before we started.
you? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still wrecked, like.
And we threw an extra hill in.
Yeah, that was nice as well.
It was.
Nice to be able to see the sea.
Yeah. Yeah. Nearly there.
Yeah, nearly there.
So as some of you know, we've premiered this show on Monday in Wolseley. We've been running from venue to venue, and our journey finishes. It's beautiful to be here on this spot because we can see the end point of our journey just over there. We finish in Dartmouth tomorrow, but this is our last show of the week. So thank you everyone for coming out. Boff, do you want to make a start?
You see the hill we were up yesterday? Just peeping out, just to the left of the houses.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, you can't quite see the top. But actually we're heading
I thought
up.
we were. Oh yeah, it was.
We're heading back up, just doubling back on ourselves from yesterday for about a mile.
Oh yeah.
So I don't particularly want to go up the hill again.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, 20 miles. The first day you haven't eaten all your breakfast.
We had quite a late dinner.
I don't want excuses. No time for that. It's time to time to show the world what you're made of, Dan.
Are you worried that I'm not going to make it because I didn't have my egg?
I think you're going to get 15 miles from the end and then drop your compass and then
And just demand a boiled egg?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Shall we get on?
Yeah, we better.
Right, where are we?
You done? Are you all eased out and pummeled?
I mean, I'm not eased out, but I'm as good as I'm ever going to be.
Right then. We go.
Yeah, let's go to Dartmouth.
See you later.
Reality isn't a blinking dot on Google Maps, and it isn't a story you've been told before. So if your experience of reality doesn't match up to the stories you've been told, then like Benny Rothman, get together with your mates and strike off in a different direction.
Run yourself invisible against the green and brown. Run the summits up and then run the valleys down. This spinning ball of everything, it all comes back to you. The whole wide world connected to the patterns on your shoes. Run to find a clearer view. We're not running away, we're running to. These hills are ours, they're ours to borrow. Their hills are ours, they're ours to share. to tell a story that we were there. These hills are ours, these hills are ours to share. Run the hills at midnight, head torch under stars. Run to try to lose yourself and to find out who you are. You won't remember all the humdrum day to day, but you'll remember every summit that took your breath away. Run to find a clearer view. You're not running away, you're running to.
A little over a year later, we went back to Kinder. It was the 89th anniversary of the Kinder trespass. We hadn't seen each other in person for over a year, and this seemed like a good way to get back together. We ran together, the whole section I hadn't managed the year before, over Bleaklow and Kinder Scout. By day, and fresh, navigation was embarrassingly easy. Although we did manage to miss the summit of Kinder Scout by following a path that Boff was adamant would join back up with the main one. We doubled back on ourselves and made damn sure this time. We didn't pop a miniature bottle of champagne, although I did take a selfie on the summit, which I've since posted on Strava, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Take that, Gita Bohr. It was a glorious day, and not just because of this sense of unfinished business, but because of all the other people we saw there. Hundreds of people. And not just crusty middle-aged blokes like us. All kinds of people, young people, old people, people of all races, so many young couples. Most of these people, I'd imagine, had no idea that it was an anniversary of the Kinder trespass. They just knew that they'd been stuck inside for a year, and isn't it a beautiful day? Many of them had probably never even heard of the Kinder trespass. Why would such a thing even be necessary? On a day like today, the idea that access to such a place could ever be forbidden seems self-evidently absurd. I've never felt so hopeful for the future.
These hills are ours, they're ours to borrow. These hills are ours, they're ours to share. To tell a story that we were there. These hills are ours, these hills are ours to share. These hills are ours to share. Thank you very much.
Run the hills at midnight, head torch under stars. Sometimes have to lose yourself to find out who you are.
are ours to share, to tell a story that we were there. These hills are ours, these hills are ours to share. These hills are ours, they're ours to borrow. These hills are ours, they're ours to share, to tell a story that we were there. These hills are ours, these hills are ours to share. These hills are ours to share.